Welcome back to another work week. It is a Monday, the 8th day of April, 2019. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Thanks for starting your day with us. Thanks for starting your week with us here on the NCW Live channel. It's a brand new week. Spring break is over. All the local schools are back at it as we head on down the road. It was a wet weekend at times. In fact, the forecast actually, what actually happened turned out better than the forecast, but we did have record rain on Friday. We had 0.32 inches of rain, just short of a third of an inch of rain on Friday, and that broke the old record of 0.29 inches of rain, which was set back 9 years ago. And then we kind of dried out a little bit, had a little bit, no measurable rain on Saturday to speak of, and then we had another 0.19 inches of rain on Sunday. So we got some much needed rain. We're still behind the 8-ball as far as the rainy season is concerned, where it's been a dry period this spring as far as rain. We usually get more rain than we've been getting. So forecast details are coming up unsettled for the most part. Continuing temperatures a little bit below normal. Friday looks fantastic. If the forecast holds up, again, all of that is coming up here in just a couple minutes. We have the latest news to get to on this Monday morning. For the Wenatchee Wild, their season came to an end. The Vernon Vipers eliminated the Wild in 5 games. They fell to Vernon 3-1 on Friday night. We have highlights. So the Wenatchee Wild season has come to an end. The Mariners continue to roll right along. We'll talk about that when we get to sports. Also let you know who won and who lost in the world of prep sports. Over the weekend, we have the obscure holiday, today in history, birthdays. Everybody is entitled to Mike McNally's opinion. And in the second half of the program, the executive director of GWATA, Jenny Rojanasthien. I think I almost pronounced that correctly. The big Flywheel Conference is coming up next week. Jenny, of course, came in and taped her GWATA episodes on Friday morning, and then I said, Jenny, let's come down and talk about the Flywheel Conference on my show. And she said, okay. So there you go. Busy show for you. I like Mondays. If you like what you do for a living, Monday isn't really too bad of a day, is it? If it's okay with you, let's go around the valley, see what we're looking at on this Monday morning, courtesy of Localtel Sky-Fi high-speed wireless, and we're going to start out with Jump Off Ridge, and it looks like pretty much all the snow is gone there. I just saw a snowflake. Was that a snowflake? That's a snowflake. Look at that. It's snowing a little bit on Jump Off Ridge. Now that's up there a ways. Jump Off Ridge is a little over 4,000 feet in elevation, so I'm seeing a stray snowflake. Now Mission Ridge, by the way, they got 5 inches of snow over the weekend. They're still open, you know. They're open on Saturdays and Sundays, Mission Ridge is, so you're running out of time to ski. I think they close up at the last day of the month, but they had some snow up in Mission Ridge, and it looks like Jump Off Ridge. Those have got to be snowflakes I'm seeing flying by the camera. We had a couple of stray raindrops here in the valley this morning. I don't see that happening, but wow, look at that. I guess Jump Off Ridge is still going to get a little bit of snow, but most of the snow, as you can see, there's all but gone. Three Lakes is open. All 18 holes are open now at Three Lakes, so we're getting there. We're making progress, I hope. Camera 2. Where are we going, Megan? We're going to go to the cross camera. See what's going on in the Wenatchee Valley proper, and I don't see any snow coming down there. That's good news. The Columbia River kind of just hanging there. No real flood problems, no flood concerns. The Idaho Panhandle, though, they got some flooding concerns. They got a lot of rain and a lot of snowmelt over the weekend, but we're fine right here. We're just hanging right along, just doing our thing on this Monday. Good morning, Wenatchee. Good morning, East Wenatchee. Good morning, Sunny Slope. Good morning, Badger Mountain. Good morning, Birch Mountain. Good morning to everybody. Camera 3 is a shot of the Apple Andes camera. We call it that. It's high above the Apple Andes campus, looking down over beautiful Chelan. As it mirrors Riverside Park, look really green. You can't miss it. Looks like it's a big green carpet. Looks like it's almost artificial turf there. The park next to the Cashmere Riverside Center, right along the mighty Wenatchee River. Good morning, Cashmere. Thanks for starting your day with us. Looks like the mountain pass has got a little bit of light snow as well. The passes are fine, of course. They don't even do the pass reports anymore this time of the year. Camera 4 is Black Mountain, I'm thinking. I'm waiting for the thumbs up from Megan, and I get the thumbs up from Megan. I think that was a thumbs up. Kind of hard to tell at times. Black Mountain, high above the beautiful hamlet of Peshastin, looking down over the Leavenworth area. That camera's up there a little bit. So we had a little bit of light snowflakes that you could see at Jump Off Ridge. This camera's about the same elevation as Jump Off, if not a little bit higher, and I don't see any little white flakes of snow coming down, but this looks like they still have a couple of patches of snow up there above Peshastin. Oh, wait a minute, there was a snowflake. I guess maybe I was wrong. Well, what do you do? It's Monday. We're not going to work real hard. You know, the tradition we have around here. It's 5 minutes after the hour on this 8th day of April from the National Weather Service. Here's your forecast, and it looks something like that. A little bit of light rain today. We're going to have the occasional raindrop. Sun's taking the day off. As far as the timing is concerned, just off and on, intermittent rain really all day today. By the way, we now have 13 hours and 14 minutes of daylight. Sunrise happened this morning at 6:26, sunset tonight at 7:40. That comes out to 13 hours and 14 minutes. We're gaining about 2.5 minutes of daylight a day, but the sun is taking the day off today. But this system, this last of the series of systems, exits tonight. Rain tapers off, 43 for the overnight low. Not bad Tuesday. Sunshine, high of about 59. It's just a little bit below normal. However, it's going to be windy tomorrow. We'll have a northwest wind 7 to 15 miles an hour, gusts as high as 30 miles an hour on Tuesday, and that spills into Tuesday night. Windy still. Normally the wind dies down. Not going to be the case. We'll dip down to 41 on Tuesday night. Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 58. Thursday, partly sunny and a high of 58. We still could see a stray raindrop on Wednesday and Thursday. Best day of the week, if this forecast holds out, Friday. No doubt about that. A lot of sunshine, high about 63. And wouldn't you know it, just in time for the weekend, for the second weekend in a row, we'll see mostly cloudy skies, the occasional raindrop, and highs in the lower 60s. Your afternoon high temperatures just a little bit below normal. Your overnight lows are just about right at the normal mark, right around 39 or 40 is our normal mark. And if you're just joining us, we did set a record for rainfall on Friday. 0.32 inches of badly needed rain came down on Friday. We just had a trace of rain on Saturday, and then another 0.19 inches of rain came down on Sunday. So my yard is feeling pretty happy. It likes the rain. 7 minutes after the hour, we're going to take a break. When we come back, your Monday Morning News. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley live this morning from Studio 7 in downtown Wenatchee on the NCW Live channel.
Here at the YWCA Thrift Store, our mission is to make positive change in the community by giving women and families the tools they need to regain economic stability through work experience and education. Featuring generously donated new and gently used furniture, housewares, clothing, and much more, the YWCA Thrift Store has something for the whole family. Shop, volunteer, or donate with us today.
Hi, I'm Jim Heinlein, agent here at Senior Insurances of North Central Washington, where we help our clients navigate the Medicare world. One of the things we really enjoy doing is teaching our clients about their rights. Like, did you know that if you have a traditional Medicare supplement, you can change that monthly all year long, regardless of prior health conditions? So if you'd like to know more about your options with Medicare, you can visit us at one of our 5 local offices, as well as give us a call at 888-2600.
And we were back at 8 minutes after the hour. We have overcast skies and 45 degrees. Light rain off and on throughout the course of the day. Today will top off at about 58. Here's what's making headlines on this Monday. An East Wenatchee man who was injured Friday morning when his mobile home caught fire has died. 89-year-old Lawrence Jones died Saturday at Central Washington Hospital. His daughter, Gayleen Arlen, tells NCW Life News that her father died from severe burns escaping the residence and then attempting to re-enter the mobile home to put the fire out. Douglas County Fire 2 District Fire Marshal Kurt Blanchard says the fire started shortly after 12:30 in the morning on Friday on the deck of that single-wide mobile home located on Highway 28 just south of Hydro Park. He says the fire quickly spread outdoors. Blanchard says it wasn't known when they first got there whether the occupants had escaped. He said Rivercom dispatchers reported hearing sounds of the fire and commotion inside the trailer when the residents left the telephone off the hook. He talked to NCW Life Channel News after inspecting the fire scene.
One of the problems that we have in trailers in particular is a number of things. One, it's a very small structure, so when fire propagates through the structure, occupants don't have a lot of time to get out. You compound that problem with the fact that most trailers are furnished on the inside with paneling. When paneling burns, it off-gasses hydrogen cyanide gas, which is highly, highly toxic. And that's not only one of the products that can lead to fatality for the occupants, but also it will combust.
Jones lived with another daughter, 68-year-old Patsy Wilson, who was also treated for smoke inhalation. She's been released from Central Washington Hospital. Her sister says Wilson has been living with her father while awaiting a kidney transplant. She says a GoFundMe page is being created to help make ends meet. By the way, the trailer was a total loss. The family's 2 pet dogs also perished in the fire. Well, several salmon recovery projects are going to be getting underway over the next few months in Chelan County this spring. Over the last 25 years, tens of millions of dollars in federal, state, and local funds have been expended in an effort to protect habitat and improve fish passage. Chelan County Commissioner Bob Boogert says it's going to be a very busy summer.
Yeah, the Natural Resource Department has a lot going on right at this time. And they've been very adept at getting some really key grants to further our work as far as salmon habitat restoration. They've got a lot of work that's anticipated up in the Eniat drainage there, where they just recently got a contract out to bring in a bunch of large trees and bowls, logs to be placed into the river sometime this summer. They're doing the staging for that right now. And so this will be a carefully measured project here where they will look at the fish populations in that reach before they put in these materials and then afterwards. And the whole purpose then is to look to see if it having those hiding cover and shade and relief within the stream actually helps out salmon populations.
Kind of catchment areas?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
using the wood debris?
Using the woody debris there, and it really has been shown in many streams to be very successful. But this one is really quite unique because they really do have a very controlled design that they're working out to look before and after they make these placements. Really allows us then to see whether or not this is money well spent. And there's a range of things that we could do to benefit salmon, but this one we really want to evaluate well.
Now you have some ongoing projects as well.
Yes.
The major project up Mason Creek and the rechanneling of the corridor there.
Yeah, that's a great example. That is really a multidisciplinary approach that Chelan County has taken the lead on. And that really addresses a lot of factors. They will increase the complexity of the stream, just like they're doing on the Eniat, but they're also allowing the channel to really go where it wants to go. Before it was quite constrained by both roads and the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway. And this allows for the channel to migrate laterally a little bit more, which really has been demonstrated many times over that it is beneficial for salmon. And it allows for a little bit of flood overflow so that the water can, during those high water events, it actually can get up into the floodplain and then seep into the groundwater, which is really then beneficial then for those late summer flows when that groundwater is able to return to the surface and provide additional flows then. And so that is a major project that is going on, and it really is quite a sight and a lot of balls to juggle in putting that thing together. But they seem to be doing a great job at it. It's a pretty impressive project.
What's involved in the chum stick right now?
Chum stick, that's a unique situation where many years ago there were lots of barriers to passage for both the juveniles coming down and the adults going up, so that they couldn't really utilize that watershed there. And so systematically Chelan County, in partnership with some other groups there, is working to address each of those passage barriers. There could be major ones like North Road, which was the furthest one downstream, but then there's a bunch of minor ones that, all the small road crossings, driveways, things like that to get to people's homes. And systematically Chelan County has been getting funding through various sources there, both local through the PUD and state and federal dollars through the Salmon Recovery Funding Board, to systematically allow for fish passage through these areas. And so they're taking out old culverts and putting in some bottomless arches or some bridges, whatever the engineers identify as the most appropriate project for that particular crossing. And so really it has allowed passage almost through that entire system now. And so years back there were no salmon in Chumstick, and now it is really a growing population there, and it's really great to see.
One more item of business on this Monday morning, and that's the Chelan County Sheriff's Office are teaming up once again with Pybus Public Market for Canine and Wines. Deputies Aaron Shepard and Mark Hegberg, along with Canine Rubin, dropped by this very program, Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, last week to talk about the big event. It's this Saturday.
Canines and Wines, third big year. You got some more wineries involved. You got sponsors I know you want to thank. So it's going to be, again, Saturday the 13th at the local television center, Pybus Public Market. What exactly... People show up, I'm in, I want to go check this out. What happens?
Sure, it's free to the public, so that's first and foremost. We want people to interact and kind of understand that we serve the community. So these are, just dogs that you can approach, you can walk up to, you can talk to us. They're not vicious attack dogs that are just going to bite you right off the bat. They're nice, approachable dogs. It's free to the public, so we've got 3 wineries. We've got Bella Terraza, Chateau Fairlepont, and then Bergdorf Cellars that are going to be there. We also have glasses from Ogden Murphy Wallace that we've actually say Canines and Wines on it.
Cool.
So we're pretty proud of that. So we can you can come up, purchase a glass of wine, go up, talk with the dogs or talk with the people and the handlers. Also get a raffle and silent auction, so you can buy tickets and then purchase. Go in, try to bid and win some prizes, some good stuff. So we've got memberships to local gyms, tons of restaurants. We've got lots of really, really good, outstanding prizes. So we're really proud of it.
What about food?
That unfortunately we didn't.
You're on your own on that.
Yeah,
one?
we tried that. We tried that last year, and it just didn't work.
That's
So we took what worked and what didn't work, and we kind of just tailored it to what was best suited for us. Plus, I didn't really want to sit there and try to serve 400, 500 people throughout the evening, so it was definitely something that I didn't want to do.
That's understandable completely. And of course, all the money is going to go to the Chelan County Sheriff's Office Canine Division. These dogs are expensive.
They are. Each dog, right off the bat, costs about $10,000, and that's to purchase a dog, to equip them. Everything you see on Ruben he's not even outfitted with all his gear. The canine cages, the train is huge. That costs a lot of money for us to go to and to keep up on our certifications and everything else like that. So it's a needed feature that we usually spend quite a bit of money just on training alone, as well as equipment. We go through leashes, we go through harnesses. Our dogs get into chewing stuff because that drive is so apparent that they will sit there and go nuts. So I've had my dog chew up my boots, his harnesses, I mean, you name it, he's chewed it up. So all the money goes directly towards the dogs. And purchase new equipment and everything else like that. So we're really excited for hopefully another good, outstanding turnout.
That was a good interview. I enjoy it. Anytime we have an animal on my show, I'm a pretty happy camper. That's a look at what's making headlines here on this Monday morning at 18 minutes after the hour. Don't forget, Grant Olson will be in the anchor chair, and we think Eric Grandstrom is back this week to handle sports. One way or the other, we'll have a newscast. It'll come your way at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock tonight. 5, 6, and 10, the news with Grant Olson. Grant also does a pretty good job handling the weather forecast. So what made headlines over the weekend and on this Monday, you can find out by going to our television station, watching it on whatever your local cable provider is. We also stream it anytime. We stream all the time, 24/7, 365. So if for whatever reason you don't get us and you watch us on your computer, on your live stream, we're right there for you. You can also watch it on demand, just about 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday, just by going to our website at ncwlife.com. Yeah, can't miss it. If you want to get a hold of us, again, our website, ncwlife.com. You can also private message us on our Facebook page. You can go to our Twitter handle. You can jot us down an email, news@ncwlife.com. Or you can just pick up the telephone and give us a call at the number that you see at the bottom of your screen. The Seattle Mariners keep rolling right along. We have a new women's NCAA basketball champion, and for the Wenatchee Wild, their season came to an end on Friday night. Sports is 1 minute away. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley live this morning from Studio 3 in downtown Wenatchee on the NCW Life channel.
Transform your windows with a variety of colors and styles like the Allure Transitional Window Covering by Lafayette Interior Fashions. Hi, this is Darren with Mini Blinds and More. We can install the latest and greatest in technology to open and close your blinds with only a touch of a button. From the largest windows in your home to room darkening shades for the bedroom. From stylish shades for your entertainment room to custom blinds for those hard-to-fit places, we have a solution for all of your window covering needs. We offer a variety of window coverings from Lafayette Interior Fashions. Call us today. We are Mini Blinds and More, your local blind store.
Walkabout Grill, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner in downtown Wenatchee and now downtown Leavenworth, where eating out is eating healthy.
"21 minutes after the hour, let's do sports. The Seattle Mariners continue their hottest start in franchise history over the weekend. They took 2 of 3 from the White Sox in Chicago, including yesterday's 12-5 win. They're 9-2 on the year. Daniel Vogelbach led the way with a career-high 6 RBIs, including 2 home runs and a bases-clearing double. Seattle has homered in each of their first 11 games, and they lead the major leagues. They got 26 dingers on the season. The M's begin a 4-game series in Kansas City today. Felix Hernandez will take the mound for the M's. For the Royals, Homer Bailey. Homer. Yeah, not the name you want to have when you're pitching against a team that hits a lot of home runs. Go M's. Well, we're set for the college men's basketball championship tonight in beautiful Minneapolis, Minnesota. Virginia edged Auburn 63-62. Texas Tech stopped Michigan State 61-51 on Saturday. That means it's the Cavaliers and the Red Raiders for all the marbles tonight on CBS. The game tips at 6:20. We do have a women's champion, and it was a very entertaining game. Baylor held on for a thrilling 82-81 win over Notre Dame. Chloe Jackson hit the tie-breaking layup with 3.9 seconds remaining. Notre Dame had a chance at the free throw line to send it into overtime, but they converted over only 1 of 2 shots. Baylor, who happens to be heavily recruiting Cashmere's Haley Van Lith, finishes the season 37-1. The Wenatchee Wild's defense of the Fred Page Cup came to an end Friday night. They lost to the Vernon Vipers, Game 5. The final was 3-1. Wenatchee jumped out to an early lead 3 minutes into the first period. That's when Marco Reffenberger scored his 6th goal of the playoffs, but it was all Vipers from there. Vernon scored 3 unanswered goals in the second period. Wenatchee could only muster 6 shots on goal in the third period. Their season came to an end. They lost 4 games to 1. Arch Ecker with the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
He tried to sweep it along to Tellier, but it got broken up. Now back to the point. Usher sweeps it to Sasaki. Centering feed. Tellier shot through traffic. Save. Rebound. Score! Marco Reifenberger swept home the rebound from the top of the slot. Christophe Tellier put the puck there, and that's a perfect example of the Wild getting to those tough areas. Live coverage from Town Toyota Center here in beautiful downtown Wenatchee. Here's Teddy Wooding. He gets through. He's in. He shoots, and he sent it wide. Oh, Wooding made an absolutely gorgeous move. Got through the D. Save made again on an opportunity from the far wing. Off the draw. Still kind of tangled up in the circle. Dug out by Logan Cash. He's in. He shoots, and a save made by Park. Oh, what a right leg pad save made by Park. Murphy Stratton tried to get to it, but the Vipers got there first. Lansdell digs it out, zips it up high. Judson shoots, and he scores. The one-timer from Jack Judson at the blue line. As it was dug out by Lansdell on the right wing boards, moved across, and Judson unloaded it off the pipe on the glove side and in. The Vipers have tied it at 1. Held into the zone. Shifted back across. Williamson backdoor. Shot on. A save made there by Park. Kicked along, and Gashevsky is able to clear it. Oh, my. On the penalty to Souter. He'll be back on the ice momentarily. Shot, pad, save, rebound, score. Latta took the shot from the right point, and the rebound bounced over to Sanderson. And Sanderson knuckled it home up under the crossbar. And the Vipers take a 2-1 lead. And that crossing feed. Oh, there's an elbow thrown by Lansdell on Winslow. And Souter comes and approaches Lansdell up along the near side wall. Williamson comes after Tellier. Starts yanking on his helmet, face masking him, grabbing him and yanking on it. Dangles away from Stratton, comes in straight up the middle, cuts to his left, drop pass Williamson, shoots and he scores. Jagger Williamson, 4-on-4 picked the top corner high on the blocker's side. Off the drop pass from Lansdell. Williamson saw a lane, he picked it. And the Vipers now lead it 3-1. Drill it into the zone, went off the leg of Zablocki. Back out to center, and that's it. As the Vernon Vipers will close out the series. And the Wenatchee Wild season comes to an end here on home ice. The Vernon Vipers, with a hard-fought series, they earned it. No doubt about it. The Wild have nothing to hang their heads about. Great series with West Kelowna. A great series with Cowichan Valley that the Wild battled through. But the Vernon Vipers executed their plan very well. And they will advance in 5 games, moving on to the Fred Page Cup Finals.
For the Wenatchee Wild, their season comes to an end 32-22-4, and the playoffs, they went 9-9. Vernon, by the way, advances to face Prince George for the Fred Page Cup Championship. The Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks, they found their offensive stride last night at the Town Toyota Center, put up 60 points, one big one, nice one. Skyhawks improved to 2-1 with the win. They won't play again until April 20th at Reno. The Idaho Horsemen, by the way, they lead the American West Football Conference. They're 3-0 after they beat the Tri-City Fire last weekend, 67-37. All right, to the Les Schwab Prep scoreboard over the weekend, we'll start with soccer. Brewster shot past Chelan 4-1 on Friday. Wenatchee stumbled at Davis. They lost 2-1 on Saturday. Omak blanked Manson 1-0. Cascade doubled up Meridian 4-2. Baseball action Friday. Cascade 10-run to Meridian 13-3. Kashmir shut out Tanasca 10-0 on Saturday. Wenatchee edged out Eastmont 2-1. Manson and Cascade, they didn't get to play. They were rained out on a Les Schwab Prep softball scoreboard. Cascade and Mount Baker split a doubleheader Friday with the Kodiaks coming out on top in game 1, 3-2. The visitors winning game 2, 13-8. It was also Kashmir downing Tanasca 12-8. On the prep schedule for today, Big 9 boys golf. They all get together for their 3rd pod of the year at the Moses Lake Country Club, noon tea time. The Cascade boys and girls, by the way, will be in Omak at 2:30. And in non-league soccer, the Wenatchee Panthers head to Snohomish to take on Mount Si at 5 o'clock. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Monday, 28 minutes after the hour. The obscure holiday, always on April 8th. Today is Zoo Lovers Day, National Zoo Lovers Day. Zoos have been around for thousands and thousands of years. I did a little research. In fact, the earliest recording of a zoo, 1500 BC. They've been around since ancient times. Yeah, we've been locking up wild animals and putting them in cages for a long, long time. People love the zoo. You can see right there, you can look at a lion, you can look at a tiger, you can look at a bear, oh my, elephants, giraffes, monkeys, orangutans, apes, the whole idea. So go to a zoo today. Closest really nice zoo is Woodland Park Zoo. It's a nice drive. You should go there. It is Zoo Lovers Day for all you people who love zoos. Let's do today in history. 3 baseball items and 1 item about the Constitution. We'll get to the Constitution first. The 17th Amendment to the Constitution went into effect on this date. Back in 1913, 106 years ago, it provided for the direct election of senators by the people. Before that, of course, from the beginning of the Constitution up until this date in 1913, the people of the United States did not elect the senators to the United States Congress. The individual state legislatures did that, and that was bad news from the get-go. It was just ripe. I mean, it was just so perfect for corruption, especially if a senator died in office. They were replaced not by the governor of the state, but by the state legislature, and they were basically buying and selling seats to the United States Senate. They would hand out favors and money. It didn't matter whether you're competent or not to be in the United States Senate. Competence was not an issue. It was, do you have enough money to bribe the state legislators to get the gig? So they said, nah, we'll just elect him directly. And that process began on this date 106 years ago. Let's talk baseball. Today is the 50th anniversary of the 4 expansion teams in Major League Baseball. There you go. They all played on the same day. The Royals, the Padres, the Expos, and the Seattle Pilots, and all 4 won. All 4 won their games. The Seattle Pilots made their debut on this date in 1969. They beat the California Angels down there in Anaheim. Yeah, all 4 expansion teams won on their very first game they ever played. Who would have thought that would happen? That happened 50 years ago today. This is the 42nd anniversary of the first game that the Mariners ever won before a rousing crowd, a partial sellout of a little over 11,000 at the Kingdome on April 8th, 1977, 42 years ago today. The Seattle Mariners won their very first baseball game. They defeated the California Angels 7-6 at the Kingdome. Bob Stinson and Larry Milbourne each hit back-to-back doubles to clinch the game. In the ninth, Bill Laxton, the winning pitcher. The Mariners won their first game ever on this date 42 years ago, and on this date 45 years ago, it was Monday, April 8th, 1974, at the late lamented Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Hank Aaron stepped into the batter's box to take on Al Downing of the Dodgers, and well, here's what happened.
Sitting on 7-14. Here's the pitch by Downing. Swinging. There's a drive into left center field. That ball is going to be out of here. It's gone. It's 7-15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron. The fireworks are going. Henry Aaron is coming around third. His teammates are at home plate, and listen to this crowd. A sellout crowd is cheering Henry Aaron, the home run king of all time. 7-15.
I'll never forget watching that live on television when I was a kid. What a great moment that is. Of course, he ended up hitting 755 career home runs, and a lot of people think he is still the home run king of all time, but we won't get into that. But at 32 minutes after the hour, we will get into birthdays and a couple of athletic legends. John Havlicek, the American basketball player who spent almost his entire career with the Boston Celtics, one of 3 players who played in 8 NBA championship finals and won all 8 of them. Not bad. A 13-time All-Star inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame back in 1984. Johnny Havlicek is 79 years old today. And James Augustus Catfish Hunter, one of my favorite pitchers growing up. The great Catfish Hunter was born in the state in 1946, passed away of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis at the age of 53. Never played minor league baseball. Went straight to the majors. Was an 8-time All-Star, won 5 World Championships, 3 with the A's and 2 with the Yankees. American League Cy Young Award, led to Major League Baseball in wins. The ERA, pitched a perfect game in May of 1968 and was inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame in 1987. My favorite, Catfish Hunter, born in the state in 1946. Don't forget, we still have Mike McNally's opinion coming up and my conversation with Jenny Rojanasthien from GWATA, talking about the Flywheel Conference, which is coming up next week. But before we get to that, one more quick reminder about the locals rate at Campbell's. This is the destination deal, and you have until the 15th. Now, the last I checked, the 15th is Monday to take advantage of this. So you got 1 week to do this. The rate started just $95 a night. That's it, $95 a night. That's the starting rate, but it's for locals only. It's the locals discount. So if you live in North Central Washington, you've always wanted to spend a couple of nice days just chilling up at beautiful Lake Chelan before the crowds come, this is the time to do it. $95 a night for the starting rate at Campbell's. That's a pretty good deal. Give Campbell's a call. They'll take care of you. All right, I'm going to take a break. When we come back, everyone is entitled to Mike McNally's opinion. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley Monday edition on the NCW Live channel. Contractors, furniture makers, and weekend do-it-yourselfers around North Central Washington will tell you that Lombard's Hardwood Supply is the place to get what you need. Lombard's full millwork shop can handle jobs large or small. Lombard's has a full line of interior and exterior doors available, as well as custom barn doors. From alderwood to zebrawood and everything in between, it's Lombard's Hardwood Supply on School Street in Sunny Slope. Like us on Facebook and check out our monthly special.
Dear Mary Maids, please clean the kitchen, and the cabinets, and the floors, and the chairs. And I wish you could clean the dog. Colin is now feeding himself. Thanks, Megan.
Hi, Megan. No worries. We got it all cleaned up. Let's hope Colin gets past the spaghetti flinging stage soon. Till then, we've got you covered. See you next time, Mary Maids.
Did you know that dental disease is the #1 illness affecting a pet's health? Bacteria from the mouth gets carried into your pet's blood and can affect the heart, lungs, and kidneys. By age 3, nearly 75% of pets have some form of dental disease. Dr. Shauna Bass and the staff at Paws and Claws Veterinary Hospital care about your pets. And good dental care can help your pet live a long and happy life. Learn how to clean your pet's teeth or see what Paws and Claws can do to keep your pet smiling by calling 888-PAWS or see us on the corner of 4th and Island, East Wenatchee.
Corey here from Rose Tractor, your local Cub Cadet dealer. We've got the all-new Cub Cadet Ultima zero-turn mowers in stock, and they are awesome. The Ultima is like no other zero-turn you've seen. With a box tube frame and available Kawasaki engine, it has unmatched strength and performance, cutting up to 50% faster than lawn tractors. You have to see the Cub Cadet Ultima to believe it. Come on down and experience the Cub Cadet Ultima today.
Join us for Street Talk and Other Stuff with Mike Magnotti on the NCW Life channel. This former police sergeant is plugged into not only the world of the streets, he's an actor and connoisseur of the arts. So join Mike and his guest for, well, Street Talk and Other Stuff. Mondays at 10 a.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m., and Wednesdays at 5:30. It's Street Talk and Other Stuff with Mike Magnotti on the NCW Life channel.
No matter what the season is, the weather is always fine at Wenatchee Valley Mall. Come explore the stores today. Wenatchee Valley Mall in East Wenatchee and online at WenatcheeValleyMall.com.
This is Mike Mad Dog McNally, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, I really made a decision as a mental health professional and for someone who provides treatment to domestic abuse perpetrators. I'm going to deal with issues of respectful relationships with the adolescent young men who come to me for counseling. Now, I'm going to do this with each one of them. I ask each one of them, what kind of man do you want to be? Someone who respects women and children, who treats them with care and consideration, or something else? Now, of course, they all say they want to be decent, good men, but honestly, we have to help our young men and boys to fully understand what it means to be a decent and respectful man in this society. Yes, we do. This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
There's no substitute for the power of cable TV advertising. With Solion Cable TV Advertising, you can reach your target audience right here in North Central Washington. We understand their viewing habits and can precisely target your customers on great cable networks like these. Call Solion Broadcasting today and let us show you how to put your business message right in front of thousands of prospects at a very affordable price. Solion Broadcasting, 509-888-2020.
Is search engine optimization right for my business? Maybe. Studies show the first and second search results get 50% of all the clicks. But you have to fight national chains to get there. If the user has to scroll down to find you, tough luck. You could hide a dead body on page 2 and the whole zombie apocalypse on page 3. Or you could spend less and get an ad in the Impact Big Print phone book, giving local businesses a chance to shine.
Impact Directories. Bigger print, better book.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Lakeshland Mailboxes is a small place with a lot to offer. Job one is shipping and receiving from A to Z. They pack it, they label it, they ship it. But did you know we also offer notary service, online computer access, legal forms, copies, greeting cards, and of course mailboxes, even passport photos. Schland Mailboxes, everything you need in one small package.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Thursday, April 18th. There's only one thing to do. I don't care what your plans are. Get rid of all of them. Spend the entire day downtown for the annual Flywheel Investment Conference. Again, it is Thursday, the 18th day of April, and here to talk about it, making her very first appearance on this very program. I'm just kidding. She hosts her own show on this very station. Let's see if I can get it right. Jenny wrote...
You can do it. You can do it.
Jenny Rojanasthien. I can never say your last name.
It's Jenny Rojanasthien. But thank you for having me back on
You're
air.
welcome. You know, I love your husband, but my life would be so much easier if his last name was like Smith.
Yeah. Well, Top is a good. It's Top and Jenny.
Yeah.
So that's easy enough.
There you go.
Right?
That's easy enough. Before we get into the Flywheel Conference, this thing is huge. I can't wait for it. The GWATA show, how's it working out? I don't get to see you very much. GWATA TV, you liking it? You digging it?
Love it. We're so lucky to have NCW Life Channel let us have local programming and to bring on entrepreneurs, professional service providers. Some of my favorite episodes are with teachers and students. Yeah. So it's a blast. But it's nice to be the guest on the show.
Yeah, you got reversing roles here.
Exactly. So
this thing is huge. I was blown away. How number flywheels is this now?
This is the third flywheel.
I remember the first one, and I'm thinking, all right, let's see how they pull this off. Well, they pulled it off, and I'm not exaggerating. This is a huge event. This is huge.
It is huge. It is not just only huge for the North Central Washington region. It's big for Washington State. So at the Flywheel Investment Conference, companies compete for investment awards. And it brings together influencers, investors, venture capital, as well as supporting resources from across the Pacific Northwest. So this is Washington State's only premier investment conference of this caliber. So we're not just talking about serving our region, we're bringing out people from Spokane, Tri-Cities, Seattle, and it's a real hub of connectivity.
And the sponsors themselves are the biggest of the big wigs.
That's right. We're so lucky.
How did you get these people?
You know, I a lot of sweet talking. No, to be honest, it's because they really believe in the mission of Flywheel and they believe in supporting this effort in our community. So I really have to recognize Microsoft, Moss Adams, Ogden Murphy Wallace, and Confluence Health, who have come back year after year to allow us the opportunity to put on this event.
And the people who will be speakers or conferences, it's an all-day thing, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even a party afterwards on that.
That's right.
That's what I'm looking forward to, the party.
We are the fun nonprofit, Dan.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We're at Tech Talk and Happy Hour down at Badger Mountain Brewery. We like to make sure that there is an entertainment aspect to the work we do.
So for the average Joe Blow who says, I think I want to go to this Flywheel Investment Conference, what do they need to know going into this?
Yes, I love how you started off the episode by saying you need to go to this. So that's first and foremost. There's 3 tickets at the Flywheel Conference. Highly recommend the All Access Pass.
Less than $200.
That's right, $199. And if you're a GWATA member, there's a discount. Okay. So lots of opportunities there. But our events go from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So if you have the All Access Pass, you can come to every event throughout the day. If you have to step away, no problem. You can just plug right back in. If you're only able to come to the competition, you can purchase a ticket for that single event or for the after party. But as far as what to be prepared for, prepare to really make some awesome connections. At Flywheel, you never know who you're going to meet because it brings such a diverse group of people together. So in the morning, we have seminars. I should actually say they're panel discussions. We've got great panelists. The first session is really aimed at entrepreneurs, talking about raising capital. Then our second panel session goes into the mind of the investor. So what are they getting out of their angel investments, and why do they take this path that's kind of less chosen? And then we head into lunch, and at lunch this year we've changed it up. So you were there last year. We had a very formal lunch. This year it's a buffet, shorter remarks, again, to build those connections. We want more people to have time to mix and mingle. And you'll hear from the 2018 winner, Cartogram. So do you remember that company who won our $100,000 last year?
Yes, I remember that. I remember the big oversized novelty check.
That's right, the big giant check.
Yeah, which is really hard to get into the cash machine. But anyway, I forget what they did. I'm just drawing a blank.
Yes, so Cartogram is wayfinding software, and their primary application is in hospitals. So imagine you go to the hospital and you need to get to radiology. It's really hard to navigate, especially in large cities, multiple story complex hospital systems. So they've put it onto the phone. So you can use your cell phone to wayfind your way to your appointment. And this is a huge need because what happens oftentimes if people can't find their way, they miss their appointment. They're dissatisfied with the hospital and the services they've received. And then physicians, if you think about physicians, nurses, supporting staff, they only know their department.
Yeah.
They're not an expert on 14 stories and where every office is. So they get clogged up asking wayfinding questions. So Will has a really unique product. He won the investment last year, and he continues to roll out to new hospitals across the country.
That's cool. I mean, it's funny because that happened to me at Harborview Medical Center about 5 or 6 years ago. Got totally lost. I ended up in the morgue down in the basement, and they said, "We'll be with you in just a minute, Mr. Kuntz."
Well, it's good they let you out.
A little disturbing in there.
Right.
The presenters are big wigs, experts in their field. Where did you find these people to come to little old Wenatchee town and impart their wisdom for us?
Well, the reason that they're coming is because Flywheel is truly a big deal for Washington State, and they want to be a part of the action that we have here. So we're really excited. We have Jeff Intris from Pioneer Square Labs. Jeff is one of the most prolific investors in the Pacific Northwest, and he now incubates companies through a really unique model at Pioneer Square Labs where they try to accelerate the growth of companies. So he's going to be talking about what he's seeing in technology, what the trends are, and he's just a great person to meet and connect with. And then the showcase piece, though, is really the companies presenting.
Yeah.
So 6 early stage companies competing in a Shark Tank. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It's entertainment. It's entertaining.
Yes. So if you're an attendee at Flywheel, what we're really excited is that you get to sit inside of the New America Performing Arts and watch as each CEO pitches to a group of investors on stage their unique product. And this year we have 3 companies from Seattle. 1 company is from Spokane, 1 is from Richland, and 1 is in the process of moving to Kashmir.
I've heard about this, yes.
Yes, Beta Hatch, so they're just from our backyard. So you'll get to hear their unique companies, their go-to-market strategy, why they think their unique product is solving a problem, and what the growth of that company is going to be. And then they'll get grilled.
Yeah.
So they'll get the follow-up questions from the investors.
You got to be able to think faster on your feet and be able to answer the question intelligently.
That's right.
And truthfully.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go, I don't know, Mr. Jones.
Right.
That doesn't cut it.
Right, or I'll figure it out later. We're
Yeah,
talking about $100,000, and that's a guaranteed investment award. So someone's going to win that on April 18th during the conference.
One of the underlying things, you probably noticed this because Jenny is executive director of GWATA, the Greater Wenatchee Area Technology Alliance. Technology is the driver of everything, and one of the reasons that this is a great place to do it is that the Wenatchee Valley has the technological infrastructure to make these dreams come true.
Absolutely.
That's the key.
At the Flywheel Conference, we're really excited. We're going to have Ice by Fire, which is the GWATA Innovator Award winner last year. They're a tech company based in Kashmir. We're also going to have Pet Hub, technology company based in Wenatchee. They're going to have booths at Flywheel because they're going to be showing to those who are coming in from out of town, hey, this is a great place to launch a business, move my business, and get that wraparound support I might need.
Again, for less than $200, even less more, if you're a GWATA member, you get the whole day. You get breakfast, you get lunch, you get to meet some really, really smart people. The odds of you running into dumb people at this thing are very low. You can come and go as you want. You can network with who you want. You can, if you want to go to one presentation and not the other, that's fine too. You can do whatever the heck you want to. How can you get away with charging $200 or less than that? You could probably charge a $500 and sell out.
In any other city, it would 100% be significantly more. So the work that we're doing is based, inspired by some events happening around the country, including down in Bend, where they've got a conference that's now grown to 600 people. They did $1.8 million as their awards last year. So the Flywheel Investment Conference is in its 3rd year, but it's only going to grow and get bigger from here. And it's through the sponsors that we're able to make sure that that ticket stays under $200. Without their generosity, it would not be possible.
And then there's other. You can get tickets for just individual. What are the other? There's 3 ticket levels.
That's
Is
right.
that right? Help me out.
So $199 for the full day. For $49, you can come just to the competition. So that's from 1 to 4 in the afternoon. If you only have time to make it there, that's an option for you. And then if you're really locked in at work or at home with the kids, come to the after party. That's going to be up at the historic BPOE Ballroom.
Yeah, the old Elks building, right,
yes.
right across the street from us.
You know,
right down the road.
it's hosted everything. It's a lot of fun. And you'll still get a chance to meet all the 6 CEOs, see all the presenters from the day, and still get to be a part of that excitement when we announce the award winner. And I didn't even mention the $5,000 audience prize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when you are watching the competition, you can text on your phone who your favorite was.
Okay.
And at the end of the night, one of those, the company who wins the most votes will go home with the check.
And that's what she talked about. It's going to be at the American Performing Arts Center from noon to 1 to 4.
1 to 4 for the company competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the full day again, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Cool. And if you haven't been inside what they did at the old Elks building, that's really cool.
It is. They restored it.
It's phenomenal.
It looks beautiful. They've done a really nice job. Yeah. So Flywheel's a fun day. There's a lot of different business events in our community. We're so excited to often be a part of those. But Flywheel's going to be unique in that we've mixed in a lot of breaks, connections, and opportunities to learn something new that it's not going to feel like a long day.
Well, you're not going to be bored. That's the number one
That's
thing.
right. You're not going to be bored.
I got to sit here. No, it's not boring. In fact, we got video proof.
That's right.
That it's not boring. This is the video that the crew at North 40 put together for you guys. This is highlights, if you will, of last year's Flywheel Conference. Check it out. That doesn't do it justice. They did a great job at North 40, don't get me wrong, and that was only 74 seconds, something like that, but that gives you a little idea. Quandary, yeah, it's great, but Thursday, April 18th, I can't go.
Right.
Is there any way I can get anything out of it, even though I can't physically make it to the Wenatchee Convention Center and do it?
Absolutely. So what I would say is connect in with GWATA and our group at the Flywheel Investment Conference. So the investment award we put up every year, that $100,000, came from local investors.
Okay.
They put up $6,000 each in order to get to that investment award. So we have a need for more angel investors. And here's the cool thing, they get a piece of that company, right? This is not a gift. It is an equity investment award. Yeah, so they're hoping to see an ROI once that company goes to market. So we know that not everyone can make it that day, but if you're an interested angel investor, get involved.
Sure.
If you're a young company and wants to get connected in with folks who might be interested in investing in you, we do quarterly meetings where local companies pitch. So on an ongoing basis, we have an opportunity for entrepreneurs to kind of do that pitch to investors, because we don't want this event to be one day and we're done. This is about creating access to capital year-round for local and Washington state companies. So providing a new way for investors to participate in our economy and finding a new way to support entrepreneurs.
Isn't it cool when young entrepreneurs who have great ideas and are going to go up and forward and go places in this world, and they come to little old Wenatchee town in the Pacific Northwest, and they just fall in love with the place, and they decided this is where they want to make their business happen, is here.
Right. There's
That's
no
it.
reason all
Yeah.
can't be here. And the
Yeah.
big piece is having the investors so that they can get the resources to grow here. So we're really excited to be leading this initiative. And that's a lot, I have to thank to our economic development partners. So the city of Wenatchee is a partner for this work. So is the Port of Douglas County and the Port of Chelan County, because they want to see businesses grow here.
Yeah. Well, I know the guy who runs the city of Wenatchee, and I know the guy who runs the Port of Chelan County, so.
What?
It's not who you know.
Crazy.
It's not who you know. It's who I'm related to. Again, it is April 18th, Thursday, all day Thursday, flywheelconference.com. You saw the website on the video, flywheelconference.com. Everything you need to know. Kudos to Confluence Health, Microsoft, Moss Adams, and Audrey Murphy Wallace for making it, and a bunch of other sponsors too who made the whole thing happen. It's going to be fun. Thanks for dropping by and seeing me.
Thanks for having me on air, and we'll see you at the conference.
Well, I'll absolutely not miss
Yes.
it. And come by and do the show more often.
Okay, will
But
do.
you have to have me on the GWATA show. Although I have
do
nothing
need to do that.
No,
I
no.
do need to do
No.
that,
I-
and I'm
I-
going to put you in
I
the
would
guest
contribute
spot.
nothing to that.
Okay.
The executive director of GWATA, Jenny Rojanasthien, host of GWATA TV as well. Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you.
Good. We'll
All
be right
right,
back.
We'll see you later.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We will do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
There was a time when you had to travel a great distance to enjoy premium wine and food pairings. Now you can experience it right here in North Central Washington. Surround yourself with the beauty and romance of the Lake Chelan Valley and enjoy some of the finest winery restaurants in the world. Get your taste of adventure at Siren Song Vineyard Estate and Winery, Wapato Point Cellars Winemakers Grill, or Sorrento's at Chelan Cellars. All three have their own style and unique charm. Now you're less than an hour from excellence.
SkillSource specializes in assessing and guiding youth, adults, and laid-off workers who want to improve their skills. Here you can attend in-depth workshops to assess skills and interests, make career plans, and learn computer basics.
Learning centers provide eligible youth and adults individualized computer-assisted basic education. Vocational training is arranged with approved providers like community colleges or on the job with businesses.
Don't wait any longer. Let's get working on the future you've been dreaming about.
Couple minutes to go on this Monday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Dan Kuntz. As you can see, we have snowflakes coming down from our Blag Mountain camera on this, the 8th day of April. What's that all about? Well, it's up there a ways. It's about 4,600 feet in elevation, so that's understandable. Down here in the valley floor, here's what your forecast is. This is going to intermittent rain, off and on rain, nothing real big. Although we did set a record for rainfall on Friday. Friday of last week, we had 0.32 inches of rain, almost a third of an inch of rain, and that broke the old record of 0.29 inches, which was set back in 2010. So we were wet on Friday and then once again on Sunday. But for today, it's just hit and miss showers. Certainly going to be cloudy all day today. Sun's taking the day off. We'll top off at about 58. That's a little bit below normal. Slight chance of rain tonight. Clouds persisting, 43 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine. That's good news. High of 59, but it's going to be windy. Northwest wind a good 7 to 15 miles an hour, gusts above 30 at times on Tuesday, and it's going to be windy on Tuesday night as well. Normally when the sun goes down, the wind dies down. Not on Tuesday night, still going to be windy. Wind out of the west about 10 to 16 miles an hour, overnight low Tuesday night 41. Wednesday, partly sunny, kind of half clouds, half sun, high of 58. Best day of the week as you look at that is Friday. Friday looks really good. Mostly sunny and about a high of 63, but just in time for the upcoming weekend. It's right back to the clouds and a little bit of light rain with highs in the lower 60s. And we have 13 hours and 14 minutes of daylight. I love spring. I just wish it would show up. Have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.